What's up, yo? Big Cat 305 here. Today we're making hash browns. That's right, hash browns. Who doesn't love hash browns with their breakfast? I certainly do. Crispy, golden brown, flaky on the inside. Man, they are the best. So today we're gonna try to make them two different ways. One being with fresh, just a russet potato, and we'll go down right here to the ingredients. Just one russet potato. We're gonna peel this, and then we're gonna grate it, and we're gonna rinse it, and we're gonna do all that stuff that everybody does. And then we're gonna try the same exact thing with this frozen bag of shredded hash brown potatoes. Now the difference is I'm thawing these out. These are already thawed out, but I'm gonna rinse these and dry them the same as I'm gonna do these. And we're gonna see if these come out as good as just the regular old potato. So we're gonna check that out. Hopefully it does, because it'll save a lot of us time, obviously. But it'll be a fun experiment. So what we do here is we try to simplify the cooking process, make it easy and fun. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and ring that notification bell. Everybody, let's get cooking. All right, so we're gonna start off by peeling our potato and getting it ready for the grating process. All right, potato peel. All right, next step. Fill this up with cold water, and we are going to grate this right into the cold water. And that's going to basically rinse out all the starch that's in there and prevent it from turning that nasty brownish pink color, which I hate. Just be very careful. Obviously, it's a very sharp grater, and you do not want to nick yourself with this. So we're gonna put this in this colander and rinse it out really good until the water is completely clear. Okay, as you can see, water is completely clear. All right, so my next step is to test out the previously frozen, now thawed out. And I'm curious because I don't know if we have to do this step or not. I'm not sure if they already rinsed them before they froze them or not. So I'm gonna guess that there's probably some starch in here, but again, this is my guess, so let's check it out. I'm gonna try to do about the same amount of potatoes as what I did with the fresh. I think that's about the same, we'll see. So then I'm gonna take my hand and rinse, and sure enough, there is starch in there. Looks like a little bit of skin's in there as well, which is fine, no big deal. But there's definitely starch, as you can see. And we are going to go ahead and rinse this in the sink as well. We have 2 bowls of thawed, grated, rinsed potatoes. So now next step is we're gonna dry these out. So this step is gonna take a lot of paper towels. Just wanna dump these out. And then kind of spread them out a little bit. I'm gonna take some more paper towels, like so. You can also use cheesecloth or just a clean paper towel, whatever. And you want to try to rinse these out and squeeze out all the waters as much as you can. You can see, wow, there's a lot in there. This is gonna take a while. So, okay, we'll do it again. Okay. Ready. You wanna get these as dry as possible. That's kind of the key here. Do the same thing and see what we got. Yeah, that should do the trick. All right, so now I'm gonna put these on a plate, fluff them up a little bit, and let them air dry for 5 to 10 minutes. So, all fluffed up, ready for some air dry. All right, next up we have the one that we did fresh from the potato. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing. Same thing, we're gonna put these on a different plate. And same thing, we're gonna let them air dry for 5 to 10 minutes while we get the griddle outside ready to go. Next batch fluffed and ready to go. So we're gonna preheat our griddle up to about 400, 425. I think that'll be a good temperature. So as I said before, make sure you get one of these. There'll be a link in the description below. They are very useful when it comes to cooks like this. You definitely don't want the temperature too high, and you don't want it too low. You kind of want it right where you want to be. In this case, 400 to 425. And we're going to cook it for 5 minutes and check to see where it's at. If it looks like it's super crusty and brown, then we're going to flip them. If it's not, we'll let it go a little longer. But we are definitely going to be patient. So I'll start over here, put down a little bit of oil, not too much. Bring it back into place. Kind of want to cook right in this area right here. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side in just a sec. And then we also want to put down some butter as well. Thinking that's probably a good enough surface area right there. So we're going to start off with the frozen. And we're just going to put this all in a nice uniform pile. Use our spatula because that griddle is hot to kind of get it in the shape that you want. Kind of spread it out a little bit, make it thin. You don't want it too thick. So spread it like so. It's pretty good size right there. Then you just want to kind of push in the sides because they will burn before anything else. That looks pretty good. Kind of push it down a little bit so it get that surface area. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because that is hot. Griddle will typically cook hotter than the frying pan inside. Yeah, see, that's really good, already hot. So I'm gonna turn this down pretty good. And we'll do the other side. So same thing, put some oil down. Spread it around a little bit. Put down some oil, like so. And butter. And then same thing. Put down our hash browns. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but these turned a little pink on me. They were fine for a while, but then I messed with them and tried to dry them out a little more, and boom, it just activated. So same thing, we're going to put these, it's a little bit smaller pile. It's okay. Got relatively the same thickness as the frozen ones, and kind of the same thing with the outer edges. So while these heat up, I'm going to go ahead and give them some salt, pepper, garlic, not too much. This has been 5 minutes. This was probably a minute at least ahead of this, so this is probably 6 or 7 minutes. All right, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of oil at the top, and we're gonna flip this. See if it stays together. I don't know. Nope. Close. Close, but not quite. Looks good though. Nice and brown, that's for sure. This one definitely needs some more time. All right, this one's ready to flip. Here we go. A little more oil on top. So when we flip it, it gets nice and crispy on the other side too. Let's see how it does. This one's bigger. Whoa. Great crisp. This one fell apart a little bit as well. Oh, let me keep this together here. They both look pretty good. They really do. This one's about done. Not quite. So that's it. Let me let these cook for another 5 minutes or so, and we will give it a taste test. Whoo-wee! All right, these are done. They look great. They both look absolutely fantastic. I'm very curious to see which one is better than the other. As you can see, I just turned it down to like 0 because they're still finishing up. I'm gonna put these, my cutting board I don't think is big enough for both of them, so I'm just gonna stick like half of one and half of the other on a plate, and then we're gonna give it a taste test. All right, so here we go. I let these cool down for just a couple minutes because I want to eat them while they're nice and hot and fresh. As you can see here, this is these are the frozen ones right here, and then that one right there was the potato that I peeled and shredded and rinsed and everything else. This one I just rinsed. You can see this one's put together a little bit better. It stayed together a little bit better anyway. And this one kind of fell apart a little bit. So not sure what that's about, but let's give it a taste test. We'll start with the frozen but thawed. See how that tastes. Very crunchy. I like the crunch factor a lot. That's pretty good. Let's go with the fresh potato, the Idaho, the russet. There we go. That's very crunchy, but not as hard, like a nice crunch to it. Let me try another bite of the russet. You can see up close a little bit. It's got a nice texture. Heck, I'll just use my fingers. Look at the bottom, the crust. That looks nice. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Nice and soft in the middle. Nice and crunchy on the outside. The frozen one, if I pick it up, it kind of falls apart a little bit. But let's see how it tastes. Crunchy, but not like a fresh crunch, like a frozen crunch. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's crunchy, but it's not like a nice fresh crunch. So in this case, considering I had to rinse them anyway, I would definitely go with the buying the potatoes, peeling them, shredding them, rinsing them, drying them, go through that whole process. It is definitely much better than the frozen, for sure. I know it's a pain, but it really wasn't that bad. And man, what a difference. I mean, you can see the difference. What a difference. So everybody, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and we'll keep on cooking. Big Cat out.